J-Drone here. What's going on, guys? We got the Traxxas Aton, or Aton, however you want to say it. It's got its snow legs on. Those legs are actually for the gimbal that goes underneath it. This does have a gimbal. This drone right here, if you're looking for a unique drone that everybody doesn't have, the Monster Edition would be it. They were only exclusive to gas stations. This is going to be a basic overview, basic flight in cold weather. This is snow that we are sitting on top of. Lots of snow. It's about 33, 34 degrees, just above freezing. And let's go. Let's get started. The battery that I am using is a 5,000 milliamp an hour 3-cell Traxxas ID battery. I do have other batteries that I've modified for this, and that also will plug directly in. So what I want to do first, I think, is let's turn on our controller. Trying to get that sit as level as possible on the snow. That way my gyroscope's pretty level. The controller itself we have right here. This is going to be your takeoff button. If you push this in, that's your mode button. You start in beginner mode, which is like a film mode, where it won't take off unless you're over halfway, and then it'll kind of do an auto takeoff. Press it again, you are in your next mode, where you can fly nicely, and press it again, you're in acro. We're not playing, this is too big. This is too big line of sight acro. If I crash it, I'm going to break it. We're not playing with that. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. We're going to plug our connector into the back here. And just trying to find where I had that sit. Okay. So we should be connected. It said it's connected. And what we're waiting for is the lights to clear on the back. The light that's blinking now is your GPS light. It's searching for GPS, which today is not the best day. We got heavy cloud, but this is a pretty good drone. I'm pretty sure it's going to be able to grab satellites. The next one next to that is your home position. And right now on my screen it says, let's see, mode. I'm in film mode, which again, that's like your beginner mode. Press this in. That's fast mode, which is your second mode, which would be intermediate mode. And then if you press it again, then you're in expert mode, which expert mode is basically acro. Bam, so see, good drones will lock onto satellites. It may not be locked onto a bunch, but it's definitely locked on. We're ready to go. Let's get out of film mode, and we'll simply press this to fire motors, your blinky. Bam. And we'll go ahead and slowly bring this up. Easy there, buddy. Hold on. Let's turn this off. Again, that's why I wanted it on level surface. I patted all this down. Try to get this level. I mean, we might even be able to sit on top of it. There. We'll try that. We'll try that. Let's... There we go. This is a burner. Oop, scared some birds. Scared the birds out. This is a burner. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, just because my controls, as far as my thumbs to my sticks go, aren't going to be precise. For the simple fact that it's cold out here, and my hands are going to get cold and they're going to freeze up, and I'm not going to have precision controls. This is a GPS quad right now. I believe in your second mode, you kind of take it out of GPS mode. I think in your film mode, that's when it's in GPS mode. Now, as far as this disconnecting, I think if it disconnects out of this mode, it will come back. Here, we'll do a mild punch out for you. A Traxxas punch out, and we'll actually get this in front of the camera. Let's get this in front of the camera. Bring it back, bring it back. Come on, come on. Say hello to the camera. Yes. Love the green. Green's my favorite color. That off green is like king for me. And we'll, bam. Woo, that was a little bit close. Don't try that at home. You might cut your face open. So we'll do a punch out. In 3, 2, 1. Nice little puncheroo. Some puncheroo. We'll go ahead and bring it back and manage your throttle, J-Drone. Don't want to bring it down too. I mean, the responsiveness to actually recoil, to grab if I decide to screw this up, it will do it. Like if I come down too heavy and then punch upwards. We're gonna do a punch up for you guys in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, got punch. Got punch. Everybody loves some punch. Those LEDs are really bright. Even up there, I'm able to see them. At nighttime, this is king. My first flight with this and first recorded flight with this was at night, and I did it out here, and it worked out really well. So again, guys, one of you guys actually asked me to fly this. Said before the new year, you think you could fly your Aton or Aton, whatever you want to say? And I'm like, yeah, man, I could definitely do that. So I had this battery charged for like 2 days. This isn't a freshly charged battery. It's a 2-day charge. It should have maintained most of its voltage. And I balance charged it. I don't use the Traxxas charger. I have an ID connection that will plug into the battery and give you a 3-cell balance plug on the end, and then you could tap the positive and negative and run your own connection off of it and use a B6 charger if that's what you want to do. Because the stock blue charger I think is complete junk. I had this battery on that charger for hours upon hours, and it never, well, not never, I think it honestly, it took about 8 hours. And sorry, I'm not waiting 8 hours for a battery to fly, especially if I want to fly it that day. Go ahead and bring it in for another look. It has like a sport boat look to it, I mean without the legs. But again, it's snowing, so we got our snow legs on. It rips. It rips. And myself, I had GPS quads. I have brushless quads. That's not why I got this. I got this for the simple fact not everybody has this and not everybody is able to have this. This was a gas station exclusive. The gas station by my hometown was doing this, and I've told the story a bunch of times. You buy 2 monsters, you get a ticket in a bucket. I came into one day, they're like, you won. I'm like, get out of here, dude. No way. And they're like, yeah, you got second place. Here's a poster. I was salty. I was super salty. So thereafter, I searched for this drone, and I was actually able to pick it up for under $100. I think I paid $100 shipped from Philadelphia. So dude, I got a heck of a steal on it. These were gas station exclusives, and I mean, there's nothing special besides the colorway and the stickers and the canopy versus the regular Aton. But that was the thing for me, is that hey, this is it's not one of a kind, but there was only a select amount of them made, and J Drone loves green, especially the green that's on this, and my thumbs are freezing. So that's why I had to have one. I'm just ripping around here, guys. I'm going to give you a fairly good estimate on what type of flight time you could expect in cold weather with this. And it looks like it could snow anytime. I don't know that it's calling for it. My eyes are tearing. I'm not really dressed to be out here, but I got off of work and it's like, yeah, I got this battery charged. I said I'd fly it, so I'm going to fly it. 3, 2, 1, punch. Bring it back. Yeah. Wind ain't got nothing on this. I do got a light wind, so the wind chill temperature, it's probably bringing it like mid-20s. The actual temperature may have even dropped down to 32 right now. A couple hours ago it was like 34 where stuff was melting, but I don't see anything melting right now. And again, look at the Aton, whatever, and look at the bushes underneath it. We got wind. Meow, wind eater. Wind eater. It's hungry for wind. It is hungry for wind. It's like, please feed me wind. Feed it to me. I'm gonna eat that. Then we'll come over sideways. We are side pitched coming over. We are side pitch stabilizing, back pitching, front pitching. That's what I could do. I could show you the yaw rate. That's the yaw rate. And some funnel action. And power this way. Power this way. Wind was pushing it that way. So So this is a long flyer, man. And again, this has a plug-in gimbal. Not all of them were sold with it. This one that I actually bought didn't come with it, but I had to have it. Had to have the complete package, and it works really well. I was gonna throw it on for this flight, but my Hero 5, I think it's a Hero 5 that fits right in this, on the gimbal was not charged, so I apologize about that. And J-Drone's hands are freezing up. They're gonna be red by the end of this flight. By the end of this flight, my hands are gonna be frosty. But that's one thing, dude, when I started out on this, that's a lot of what you didn't see. You didn't see the reviewers that lived in the Northeast and Northwest that actually get super cold. You didn't see them out flying. They kind of took a break during the winter, or did all indoor stuff. Nah, man, I'm out here. I'm out here to show you. Drone season has just begun. I mean, your comfortable drone season is over, but if you still want to fly, you can absolutely still fly. Your landscape's going to look a lot different from a camera's view than it did during the summer, than it did during the fall, than it did during the spring, especially if you get snow cover. So you got a whole new landscape to do aerial photography if you want to. And if you just like fresh air, you can't, like me, dude, I can't be cooped up in the house days on end. I can't. I absolutely can't. So for me, this is me being a fresh air kid still. This is me getting out and breathing fresh oxygen, man. I absolutely have to be outside. I mean, granted, I should have a pair of gloves on. I should have my heavier jacket on. Boots I got on are good. These boots are the boots that I did a review, basically, of the boots and the jacket that I'm talking of, that I'm not wearing when I did like a 3-mile hike that way to find an abandoned property. Bring it this way. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And actually, maybe I'll demonstrate the GPS on it. I think these legs are high enough up that I could sit this down. Bam! Snow legs. Bam. Okay, so hold the button that we took off with, and we are going to go into film mode. And we are going to then press, and we have to go up above halfway. Doot, doot. Now, GPS lock. So this drone is very comparable to the Alcema as far as features go. And again, I'm GPS lock. I'm not touching this. You can see it teetering this way, trying to go against the wind. See, my hands are turning pink and red. This is a slower rate of speed, just because it's meant to be film mode. It's meant for, hey, you got the gimbal on this, you want the best stabilized video, we're going to give it to you, but we're also going to adjust the speed that you're able to fly at so you can get the best. So this drone has a lot going for it, and it has acro. It has one thing, you can see it kind of back perching there, back pedaling, trying to go against the wind, and if we spin it around this way, it'll nose down, pitching against the wind. So this actually has more features than the Alcema does. I think the Alcema still beats it on range. I've never really messed around with the app. You can mess around with the app and take the stock limits off of it and the stock heights, and you could increase pitch rate, I'm pretty sure. Myself, I really never had a need for that, because again, this isn't something I'm goofing around with. Even though I only paid $100 something for it, they're not readily available. You can't go on Traxxas and buy this. You can't contact Monster and say, hey, I would really like one of these, because I did. I did. I tried to get them, hey, I'm J-Drone, I would really like one of these. There's a GPS hold in full effect. It's nose down. And they didn't get back to me. So your chances on getting one of these through a manufacturer is nil to none. eBay or Facebook Marketplace, I got mine on Facebook Marketplace, is probably going to be the way that you are going to be able to get one of these if you want the Monster full effect look. And again, GPS lock. Hands are turning red. They're going to hurt when I go inside. But again, YouTube, this is for you. And it's also for me to get, again, I like being outside. So I can deal with my hands a little bit cold. My ears are good. My face is good. My eyes are watering. We'll go ahead and bring it over here and put it in front of our face, and GPS lock. We'll actually put it over here. We'll turn this way. And turn, turn, turn. We'll face this way. Upsy-daisy. Upsy-daisy. What up there, buddy? What up? That is some strong GPSage. Some strong GPSage. Look, Ma, no hands. It's moving around a little bit, just countering that wind. Really good looking drone. Losing altitude, gaining altitude a little bit, but it's pretty much pinpointed there. You can see the bushes moving, so this thing's having to work a little bit, and it's working really well. I'm not one for name brands. I really ain't. I'm not a DJI fanboy. I got a bunch of RC cars. None of them are Traxxas. Not to say that Traxxas is bad by any means. I'm just not a name brand guy, but I highly, highly suggest this Traxxas Aton if you're looking for a full feature drone. This has full features for you. We can pick up our cell phone and go call Mom, and that drone's gonna be there when we're done with it and we pop our head back up. Might be a little bit higher in altitude, might be a little bit lower in altitude, but it'll be there, I promise you that. Alright, I'm a little bored with it in camera mode, so we are going to sit down on here and bamzo. So I didn't even have to shut it off. In film mode, once you are full throttle down for 2 to 3 seconds, it shuts down. I want to make sure the hat cam's still recording. Hat cam is still recording. We're out here 16 minutes, probably with a 2 to 3 minute wind up. We're going to keep going. This gets epic flight times. We're going to put it back in fast mode. I'm going to hold the fire my motors. And we are going to go uppity up, up, up. Easy there, buddy. One of the legs we're grabbing in the snow. These are great snow legs, man. Oh, the wind's picking up. The wind is picking up. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know how this microphone is on this camera. I know on the original Hattie, which was a Victure 4K cam, it was horrible placement on the microphone and pick up the wind greatly. This is a Tanker 4K. I'll link the Tanker down below, which has an excellent battery on it. That's why I've been using it. Battery life on this camera is pretty darn good. I'm gonna say I could probably use it for close to an hour before it decides to conk out on me. And normal flights at 7 to 10 minutes, that's like 6 flights. That's like 2 days worth of flights and videos to be put on. As opposed to Hattie, you fly her once, and then the second flight, she's gonna say low power, but she'll still record throughout the whole second flight. But she's just not, she's not trustworthy when it comes to recording. I hate to have my film not all be there. And yeah, scream, screamer. My eyes are watering. Tears aren't freezing on my face yet. Gonna come back in with icicles underneath my eyes. Yeah, yeah, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Woo! Throw on the brakes and go time. Woo! Love that spoiler, LEDs. That's super bright. A little left to right, left to right. Oh yeah, tears are freezing now. I got one like stuck right below my jawbone that just froze. 8 and 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. And meow, meow. It's fun. It's really fun to fly. And it's reliable. I don't got to worry about controller disconnection. I don't got to worry about manufacturing issues. This drone is solid. We are up there. Let's bring it on down. Bring it on down. Absolute joy to fly this. I've flown this in the snow. The body's pretty much encased. I'm not going to say that it's waterproof, and I just got a snowflake in my eye. I guess so. We might be flying it in snow now. If it decides to snow, which that's what those clouds are. Those clouds are snow clouds. I absolutely did just get a flake in my face. Little face flake. Nice steady hover. We are not in GPS mode. That's me on the sticks with frozen thumbs. And Ew. Big propellers on this. When I stop, you can look at the props on this. Props are pretty long. Cooking. And we'll slowly bring it back and stabilize. A little stabilization. Some funnels for you. Woo, easy there. Funnel, and power, like, ooh, easy there. Control it. That wind almost screwed up my power out. Woo, back pedal. Getting crazy here, getting crazy. That wind's not helping me. So I'm doing all this funneling and switching directions. The wind is making it a little bit challenging, I'll say. A little bit challenging. My wife's probably thinking, where'd my husband go? He said he was going to fly a drone. She knows most of my drones only fly like 10 minutes max, but there's a select few like this one, the Spark, and a few others that, what is behind me? That flies for a longer period of time. Absolutely hurt. Okay, we got a plow behind me. I was gonna say, I heard something big, man. Absolutely heard something big over there. I want the battery to beep. I want the LVC to kick. My hands are frosty, and this video is long enough for me. But again, that's why I'm out here. I'm out here to show you can fly. I'm out here to give you a vague idea. If you have this battery and you're in these temperatures, you're in the Northeast or the Northwest that is getting, or the Midwest, the Mid-North, whatever. If you're in climates that are freezing, plain point period, because I know a lot of you guys aren't just from the United States, and I appreciate my worldwide watchers. If you guys are dealing with freezing temps, you can fly. You absolutely can fly. This drone ain't flying out of the air or anything. Now, be aware with some of your toy grades. If you're going to fly toy grades in the winter, if you hit something, you're probably going to break it. Like, I remember taking the DM007 out in, like, 2-degree weather. I smacked my garage and the prop shattered. When normally, I'd be able to smack my garage in warm temperatures and the props would not shatter. We are still good for go and ignition. Yeah. Good money here. This is money well spent. Money well spent. Might have to spend a little bit more money on a doctor's bill after this. No, I'm good. I'm good. My immune system's pretty good. I got a feeling those dark clouds are going to dump snow on us. I'd rather that not happen. I'd rather just the wind, my frosty hands, because if we start getting snow on us, then the hands are going to hurt worse, and then I'm going to start getting snow on my face. There we go. There's an LVC. We're bringing it down. We're bringing it down. I'm not even playing with it. I'm cold. You could definitely fly this for longer, but we are bringing it down, and what I want to do, we'll set it in right there. Bam! Those legs are amazing. We'll go ahead and shut the motors down, and look at these props, dude. Like, my hand, they're longer than my hand. Those are some big props. So what I want to do is I want to disconnect the drone before the controller. Bam, that's disconnected. I want to go ahead and turn this off. Guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Warm lipo. Thank you. That's a good thing about lipos. When they get warm in the winter, they're kind of like hand warmers. This is going in my pocket. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Where we at here? We're at 24 minutes on the LVC. So say a solid 20-minute flight, bringing it down on the LVC. Very cool drone. Monster. All right.